Welcome to day 17 of the Wise Life. Today we're talking about check your motives. Check your motives. Purified motives equals powerful ministry. So today's lesson, we're on day 17. We're going to pull out verse 3 of Proverbs 17. So I hope you got your workbook. If you don't have your workbook yet, you know where to get it in the bio. Go and get your workbook, get caught up. So when you come to these daily lessons, then you know what we're talking about and where we are. But tonight we're talking about check your motives. This lesson, I think, is gonna sting a little bit. It's gonna punch us a little bit because sometimes we all have done things for the wrong reasons. And so tonight is all about check your motives. Starting with Proverbs 17, the third verse, it says, "Fire tests the purity of silver and gold, but the Lord tests the heart." Already, I know I'm coming against some things because people feel like, oh, God doesn't test us and the Lord doesn't test us. But here clearly He's telling us He tests our hearts. It's all about your motives. God doesn't just see what you do, He sees why you do it. And so that's what we're talking about. Come on in, say hello, let me know that you guys are here, and so that we can have a powerful, engageful lesson tonight. Hey, Auntie, how are you? And so in this verse, for today, it is letting us know that just like silver and gold is refined in the fire, is purified in the fire, it is tested in the fire, the Lord tests the heart. He doesn't just see what you do, He sees why you do it, right? Sometimes people post and we post with scripture, but you may just be doing it because you need some attention. It could be good things, but it doesn't mean it's a God thing. You have to check your motives. And so, as I've stated, He's not looking at just what we do, but why we do it. But because before, here's a nugget that I want to give you right out the gate. Before He promotes you, He's going to purify you. If you can't take the heat, you're not ready for the next level. If you can't take the heat, you're not ready for where God is leading you. He reveals purpose when He reveals what's in your heart. I know I'm coming out strong. I'm gonna let you chew on that one as I get our lesson up for tonight. But motives matter more than what we admit. You can do all of the right things, right? You can do the right things for the wrong person and it still be wrong. God isn't just concerned about our performance, He's after purity, a pure heart. And so when we are doing things, we have to make sure that we're checking our motives. And that's what the lesson is tonight. Thank you to the TikTok family that is joining tonight. We're in our Proverbs challenge for the entire month of July. So go and get your workbook in the link in my bio. If you do not have it, you do not know what we're talking about and what we're doing, that's where we're at. Today is day 17. And so we're in our check your motives. Check your motives topic for tonight. Culture celebrates performance. But God tests the posture of your heart. It's not about performance. He could care less about performance. He's concerned with the posture. What is your posture? What is your heart posture? That's right, motives matter. What is your heart posture? Do you serve to be seen? Do you give so that you can get something back? Because you've heard when you give, you'll get back. Is that your motive? Check your motives. Do you speak to just be impressive? Or are your motives surrendered to the will of God? If God calls you to do something that's unpopular, if God calls you to do something that seems low and dirty, can you do it? Or are you just serving to be seen? When you are in the furnace is the testing of refinement, it's not rejection. He's testing you. Count it all joy. When God is testing you, it's to elevate you with clean motives. Don't run from the heat. Let it refine you. Don't run from it. Let it refine your why. And so in this thing, and in the verse for today, Proverbs 17 and 3, it is saying that the fire is not meant to destroy you. It's there to refine you. It's there to refine you. Actually, the fire is a gift. Many times when we come under heat or we're going through things, we think, why me? Why is this and why? We have a lot of questions and we want to know why. But I'm reminded that the crushing is to get the oil. The crushing is for the oil. God isn't testing you because it's some form of punishment. That's not his nature. He doesn't test us to harm us. He tests us to humble us so that he can prepare us for the next. The testing is for the humbling so that he can prepare you for your next. So wisdom, when we're living the wise life and we understand what wisdom is letting God refine your intentions before you run ahead without it, right? Before you just run off and do a thing and then you make a mess of it. Allow God to purify you. Allow God to refine you. Allow God to shape you. That's what the fire is for. It's for the shaping and the refinement. But many times we think that the trial is meant because we've done something wrong. We think the trial is our recompense, our reward, right? Because we've done something wrong. Thank you for the love. And so what the fire is actually doing, though, it is processing us, it's pruning us, it is purifying us because it's going to prove God's hand is on our life. Can you accept that? Can you accept that the trial is not punishment, but it is necessary to make you pure so he can prove that his hand is on your life? See, when people look at you and they look at you go through trials and they look at you going through things, they think it's something that you've done. You're sinning, or because you've been doing XYZ. Who knows what you've been doing? But many times those that are spectating, those that are watching and are looking, are thinking that you're going through that because of something you've done. But could it be, may I suggest to you, that could it be that God is sending you through the fire because he's about to elevate you, and he's got to allow the fire, the heat of that thing, to burn off, to purify off the wrong motives, the wrong people that are attached to you. They can't go. They can't go. We hear it all the time. And we see it in postings. You can't take everybody with you. God will make sure that when you go through the fire, those that are not for your next or for your purpose will not be able to go if you stay in the refining fire. If you stay in the fire, if you allow God to do the separation, you'll get to your next in his time before he releases you. Before he releases you and give you next level influence. For my influencers, let's check this out. Before he releases you, he's going to expose the next level issues. See, there are some things that are in you that can't go. You will not be able to sustain at the next level. If God allowed you to take that same mentality, those same habits, those same cycles, those same patterns with you to your next, it will destroy you. It will destroy you. And so in order to get next level influence, he's got to expose the next level issues, which is you. Somebody type that, it's me. The issue is me. You're going through the fire for you. You're not going through the fire for someone else. You're not going through the fire for what they did and for what they said. You're going through the fire for you. I hope I'm helping y'all tonight. You may be in a season where, and I feel this, that where you may feel misunderstood. You may be in a season where you feel unseen, and you may be in a season where you feel stretched. Thank you, Auntie. I'm on fire tonight because now I realize what I'm going through. Woo! And so I'm here to help us understand that if you're in the season of misunderstanding, if you're in the season of being unseen, if you're in the season you feel like I'm being stretched here and I'm being stretched there, may I suggest to you that it's not rejection, it's refinement. God wants to pull out of you the value that's in you that the enemy is coming from. God sees, well, God knows, right? And the enemy sees. God knows what's inside of you. The enemy sees what it is, and there's a tension there. So you're in the season where it seems like I'm in the wilderness. You're in the season where nothing makes sense. But may I suggest to you that it is God doing the stretching. It is God doing the purifying. This is why Romans 8:28 can say that all things work together, right, to the good of those who love the Lord. Once you belong to him, all things are going to work together. And all means all. He's going to use everything to get the good out of you. Every test of your motives is God making sure that your yes is pure. You gave God a yes, but at what cost? You gave God a yes, but what am I going to have to give up, God? What am I going to have to do? And so the testing is to make sure your motives, that your yes is still yes, that your yes is still, God, have your way, that your yes is not my will, but your will. He wants to make sure that your why is holy. And so when God tests your heart, it's to elevate you with clean motives, clean hands, pure heart, clean hands, pure heart, clean hands, and a pure heart. He doesn't test your heart to shame you. It's not to make you feel guilty. It's not to make you feel down and depressed. He's testing you because he's strengthening you. He's shaping you to be more like who he's called you to be. You do understand God knows the end of the thing from the beginning. And in order to get you to your next, he's going to have to do some removing. Okay, I got my people on over here at TikTok. Y'all a little slow. I understand. Y'all don't know me in this space. But God is calling all of us in this season to be more like him. And if we're going to be more like him, he's going to have to purify us first. And so purified motives is what sustains success. A lot of people out here trying to chase the bag. We're trying to get to the next level. We're trying to get, whether that's a financial level, a personal level, a spiritual level, whatever, we're trying to reach and attain more. But God is saying, if your why is not clean, your walk isn't clean. But if your why is clean, your work will be blessed. If you're out here trying to build something with dirty hands, it's not going to last. It's not going to last. Self-ambition leads to burnout. You wonder why you're tired, why you're stressed, why you burn out? Self-ambition. When you're doing it for self, you're in this thing now, you're comparing yourself. You're looking at what everybody else is doing, how they're doing it. Now you're getting full of pride. Self-ambition. But when your motives are pure and when your motives are kingdom minded, it's going to lead to longevity, joy, and peace. You don't have to worry. I don't have to compare myself with you. Comparison is the thief of joy. Why would I do that? When my motives is clean and my hands are clean and my heart is pure, what's for me will truly now be for you. You can't go around saying, well, what's for me is for me. And you got a nasty heart. You got bad motives. It won't work. Favor sticks to the humble, not to the hustle. Motives that are pure pleases God, and he releases more favor. Thank you for the love. He releases more favor. When you're not chasing clout, when you're not out trying to prove yourself, and you're not out trying to please people, that's when you truly operate in freedom and fulfillment. That's when you can move unbound. That's when you can move and there be no chains, because you're free. You're not doing it to prove yourself. You're not doing it just for the applause of people. You're doing it from a pure heart. Because when your heart is pure, your hands don't have to do the work. I hope I'm helping y'all tonight. Motive that honors God is attractive. It brings in the favor. It's like a light. When you move with pure intention and you move with a pure heart, people are going to want to come to you and help you. This is why the Bible says he will cause men to give unto you. There's a light that's on you. There is favor that is on you. It is attractive. It also attracts the enemy because now you are a target for him. And this is why you got to have clean hands and a pure heart. You can't get caught up in the distraction that the enemy is going to try and throw at you. He's going to try and trip you up. Thank you for the follow. He's going to try and trip you up. And so when you are living, as we're doing this series in the book of Proverbs, The Wise Life, we need to ask God, search me before you send me. Search me before you send me. Search me. Because I don't want to move with pure intentions. I don't want to impure intentions. I don't want to move with an impure heart. Before you ask God for a platform and before you ask him for provision, ask him for purity. The pure at heart shall see God. You need to ask him for purity. God, purify my motive so that my assignment doesn't become an idol. Sometimes the things that we do, whether it's preaching or teaching or using any of the gifts of God, sometimes it can be prostituted because we are wanting the people to see our gifts. God gave you the gift. He doesn't care about the gifts. He cares about your heart. What is the posture of your heart? Sometimes your gift can become an idol, and you worship that more than you worship God. And so motives matter when it comes to the kingdom. We got to check our heart daily. You may be good in one area, but what about other areas in your life? You got to check your heart daily. Not just when it's convenient. Not just when I'm going through stuff. Now let me see if I've done something, like we start to try and rationalize why we're in this season. For as long as the earth shall remain, there's going to be seasons. You're going to be up, you're going to be down, you're going to go through, you're going to come out. There are going to be seasons, but if you're moving with a pure heart and your motives are right, you'll come out faster. You'll come out more blessed. You'll come out with more favor. When you begin to have self-reflection, and as I asked you guys to put in the chat, the issue is me, that's self-reflection. When you begin to have self-reflection, that is evidence that now you're beginning on a more spiritual maturity. Now you're maturing. Now you're realizing it's not everybody else. It was me. Living the wise life isn't just about wise decisions. It's also about wise self-awareness. There's wisdom in self-awareness. And so before you post it, take inventory. Why am I posting this? Am I trying to get somebody's attention? Am I trying to say something to somebody without saying something to somebody? Am I trying to appear that I am this way or that way? Why am I posting this? This is the era that we live in, so we got to talk about it. Because the enemy will use anything. Now we're in a digital era. He's coming for the digital things. So what you post matters. Why am I posting this? Check your motives. Why am I serving here? Am I going here because this seems to be what's popular and where everybody's eyes are? So let me see seem as though I'm attached to this organization or attached to these people. Why am I serving here? Check your motives. Why am I really pursuing that goal? What am I trying to obtain? You have to check your motives. When you check your motives and check them daily, it will keep you from cycles of confusion. It will keep you from cycles of disappointment, and it will keep you from having ego-driven decisions. Because our ego can rise. You start getting a lot of likes and comments and follows and shares and all of these things, it will feed the ego. Our ego can rise. And so you got to have something that's going to check that. Humble yourself. Because had it not been for the Lord, you wouldn't have what you're having. The enemy's going to dangle things before you, but it's only temporary. Because if he dangle it, he's going to yank it. Put it in your workbook, put it in your notes. If he dangle it, he's going to yank it. What the Lord gives can no man take. So reflection, when you are in a place of reflection, it's the mirror that's going to keep your soul aligned with the spirit. Allow that to be a mirror. Allow that to let you see where you are and where you're missing the mark. Allow God to do the work. How do you do that? By staying in his word, by staying in prayer, by seeking him on the decisions and the choices that you should make. Don't put him on the back end. Put him first. Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom and his righteousness. Righteousness means the alignment. Then all these other things he shall add. And so, before asking for more, ask for a pure heart. Ask for purity. Ask the Lord to search you. And when he finds something that shouldn't be, not if, but when he finds, remove it. You have to be willing to allow him to remove it. You got to be willing to let it go. And so in your workbook for today, your declaration says, God, test my heart, purify my motives, strip me from selfish ambition, and align me with your will, because I want to please you in public and private. See, sometimes we get in public and we get on these public platforms and we don't want to say the name God. We don't want to talk about Jesus. We don't want to talk about the Holy Spirit, when the Bible reminds us that it is him that gives us the ability, right? All of these things that we're doing, it is him that has given us the ability, but in public, we want to deny him. And so we got to begin to declare and come against that. So for your question number one, why do I want what I've really been praying for? Why do I want it? Ask yourself. Your second question, where have I done the right thing, but it was for the wrong reason? Sometimes we are doing the right thing. You may be helping somebody and you think that you're being a blessing, but really in your heart, you're saying, you know, they're just pitiful. Look at them. You have judgment in your heart, but to them, you're helping them. They don't see your heart, but God did. So your motives were not pure. So where have you done the right thing for the wrong reason? Think about it. And your third question says, what does a pure motive look like in this season? In this current season that you're in this current season that you're going through, whatever it is that you're going through, what does pure motives look like? Had I submitted this to God, would I be going through what I'm going through now? Had I took the time to stop, pause, pray, pivot, would I be going through what I'm going through now? And so as I bring this lesson, day 17, to a close, I want to remind you to begin to ask yourself and declare over yourself, I choose the fire of refinement. Choose it. Welcome it. Because that's the indication that God is about to take you somewhere. God is about to he's about to show up, but he's not going to bless you with the thing that you're asking and that you're desiring for when your motives are not pure and your heart is not right. He wouldn't be a good father. And so you need to say, God, I choose the fire of refinement over the fame of recognition. I will no longer perform for people's approval, but I will live my life for God's glory. My motives are pure. My heart is surrendered. And my why is worship. You worship him with your life. Allow your story to be used for his glory. Check your motives. Check your motives daily. And don't run from it. Allow the refining to do what it comes to do. Because in the end, you'll see why God took you the way that he had to take you. You'll see why he took you another route. You'll see why for you it's different. You can't do the same things everybody else is doing. You try and do it, and automatically here comes a conviction, because God is taking you somewhere that everyone else can't go. This journey is personal and it belongs to you. So this is day 17. I hope and I pray that you are taking this journey and you're showing up every day, getting something out of it and allowing God to do what only he can. I'm just a messenger. I'm just teaching and bringing it to you. The word is already written. It's already settled. I'm just helping us be able to see it and now apply it in the way that God would intend for us to do it. And so I hope to see you back here tomorrow for day 18 as we continue on this journey. If you don't have your workbook, go and get it. You need it. You need the workbook because it's to help frame everything that we're doing. It is to provide structure. It is the meat to all of it is, the bones to this meat that we're receiving. So make sure you go get it. I see you guys in the comments. Thank you. I will reply to you after this. But get somebody on this journey with you. Don't hold it all for yourself. Don't be a hoarder. Sometimes we just want to keep it all to ourselves. Don't be a hoarder. Share it with somebody else because they're going through too. And they might need to know that it's their motives that are keeping them stuck. It's their motives that got them stagnant. It's their motives why they're not seeing true success. It's only an illusion that the enemy has set up. So I'll see you guys back here tomorrow for day